Assalamu alaikum and welcome from TMC Cricket Ground for the second qualifier of Roomi Group presents Memon Junior League Season 2. Gigi Gladiators Juniors are up against Roomi Royals in the second qualifier of this prestigious tournament. Gigi Gladiators have won the toss, have decided to bat first in this second qualifier. Remember, MTEX have already qualified for the final, so the winners of tonight's game is going to be playing MTEX in the final later on this week. Umair Saratia and Abdul Hadi have come out to open the batting for the men in blue, who will be looking to post a decent total on the board here tonight while batting first. The Gladiators have had a very good tournament so far. They've won the previous two games against MF Roomi Strikers and MTech. Slightly fuller in length has been given as a wide by the on-field umpires. The qualifier is going to end in 20 overs. Each side will get to bat for 20 overs, out of which the first 6 overs are of the batting power play. Driven on the outside, he has found the gap, and that's going to run away for four. First boundary of the innings for Gigi Gladiators coming from the batter for Umair Saratia. Was pitched up, it was wide outside the off stump. He opened the face of the bat and found the gap on the outside. So a good start this by the batting side. A boundary has been scored in the very first over, and Gigi Gladiators are 6 without a wicket. Pitched up, it's in the air. And this time it should be taken. It has been taken in the third attempt. That's an excellent grab from the fielder on the offside. Once again, Umair was looking to get a boundary while looking to play that cover drive. Couldn't keep the ball down, and it was held on the third attempt by the fielder. So an excellent start this by Roomi Royals, picking up a wicket in the very first over. And Umair Sarathi, after hitting a boundary, has been dismissed on the very next ball. He's walking back to the dugout after scoring just 4 runs. Gigi Gladiators Juniors are 6 for 1. It was Shehbaz Naveed who took an excellent catch there on the offside. Zaid is the new batter in, coming into bat at number 3. So perfect start this for Roomi Royals, picking up a wicket in the opening over. He has gone straight. He has timed it well enough. The ball is going to land in front of the fielder at long on. In fact, it has gone over the boundary ropes. So first maximum of the innings coming from the bat of Zaid. We saw a boundary and a wicket, and now a 6 to end the over with. The first over has now been completed. Gigi Gladiators Juniors are 12 for 1. Left arm spinner is going to start the second over. Starts off with a dot delivery, but we saw a very good shot being hit in the last ball of the previous over that went over long on for a magnificent six. So a boundary, a maximum, and a wicket going down in the very first over for Gigi Gladiators. So they've got the runs on the board already, but they lost their opener, courtesy of a very good catch taken by the fielder on the offside. Once again, flighting the ball up slightly on the outside. There are so many fielders placed on the offside inside the 30-yard circle to stop that single. It was Shehbaz who took that excellent catch in the previous over, and now he has started with 2 dot deliveries on the trot. Coming down the wicket, hitting it on the offside, finding the gap. That's going to run away for 4 as well. It's Abdul Hadi, who has been so strong on anything that has been pitched up. And whenever he tries to use his feet, he usually gets the runs in his favor. He has been in some really good form throughout this tournament for Gigi Gladiators. Played a very good knock against MF Roomi Strikers as well a few days ago. And he has started his account with 2 boundaries in this all-important qualifier. Slightly shorter in length, but once again much slower through the air. This time there is a fielder out there in the deep on the leg side. A fielder at deep mid wicket will just get a single, Abdul Hadi, and will get to the other end. Zed is going to be on strike. He hit a 6 in the last ball of the previous over against a fast bowler. Still no changes in the field. Once again a fielder deep on the leg side. Remember, the first 6 overs out of the batting power play with just 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Once again pitched up, but just couldn't clear the field. Went straight to the fielder at mid-off, although he was looking to hit another big shot at it. But the ball went straight to that fielder. It's another dot ball. So far, so good from the left arm spinner. He's not afraid to pitch the ball up. Has ended the over with yet another dot ball. So 2 overs have now been done. Gigi Gladiators are 17 for 1. This time it's Abdul Hadi who has decided to go straight, and once again he has cleared the fence. That's going to be another maximum. Ahmed Ibrahim once again pitching the ball up. There was no swing whatsoever, just using his feet ever so slightly and hitting it comfortably over long off. So second maximum of the innings for Gigi Gladiators. First one coming from the bat of Zaid, and this time coming from the bat of Abdul Hadi, who was once again not afraid of using his speed, and he has been very confident as a batter. These are ideal conditions to bat on. The fielding restrictions are in place. Just 2 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle. So far, so good for the men in blue. Now they have got a fielder down there at long on. Will just get a single. They lost a wicket in the very first over, but the runs are coming thick and fast for Gigi Gladiators. They are getting boundaries and maximum in almost every over. Ahmed Ibrahim will be looking to make another breakthrough. He'll be looking to pick up another wicket. Both very strong right-handers are out there at the crease for Gigi Gladiators. It's the second season of Memon Junior League under 14 that is being played here at TMC Cricket Ground. The second qualifier between Gigi Gladiators and Roomi Royals. The winner of this match is going to be facing MTEX in the final later this week. Once again, pitching the ball up. It's up in the air, but the ball just landing in front of long on. It was placed uppishly by Zed. He was looking to get another big shot. But since the fielder was out there in the deep at long on, we'll just get a single, and it's going to be Abdul Hadi once again back on strike. Better delivery this time. Once again, fuller in length. This time, the ball just moving slightly away from the right hander. We haven't seen much feet movement from either of these batters, and that might help the bowlers, especially if they can swing the ball away from the right handers, which Ahmed Ibrahim just did in the previous delivery. Pitched up. It's in the air, wider of the fielder long off. In fact, it went straight to him, who fumbled up a bit, but will still get a single, the right hander. So 9 runs coming in that over of Ahmed Ibrahim. 3 overs have been done. Gigi Gladiators juniors are 26 for 1. So still no changes in the bowling. It's going to be the left arm spinner to continue with the fourth over of the innings. Shehbaz Naveed once again bowling slightly slower outside the off stump. The qualifiers and the final will be of 20 overs per side each. We have been playing with 18 overs a side game during the league stages, but in the qualifiers and the finals, each side will get to bat for 20 overs. Once again, coming down the track and almost got beaten by the flight of that ball. Really good feeling by the fielder at deep mid wicket. Got to the ball and released it as quickly as possible. And that's the way he plays, Abdul Hadi. He usually looks to use his feet, usually looks to come down the track and tries to clear that inner field. It has worked for him so far in this innings. But if the bowlers are sharp enough, if they can bowl it wider outside the off stump, he can also get a batted out stump. Not turning a ball a great deal, but so far it has been decent bowling effort from the left arm spinner, keeping the ball tight, keeping the ball within the line of the stumps. Flighting the ball slightly outside the off stump. He's been troubling the right hander a bit. Zed has not looked that comfortable while looking to play the ball on the offside. That's why Shehbaz is just slightly pitching the ball outside the off stump and looking to turn the ball away, but pitching it up, hitting it straight. It's in the air and just past the fielder at long off. That's going to run away for four as well. So all the pressure that was built by the left arm spinner has been released. Previously, he was bowling slightly shorter in length. As soon as he pitched the ball up, Zed looks to go down the ground and he got a boundary to his name. So that reset over comes to an end for the batting side. 4 done. It's 31 for 1. बॉलिंग में की गई है तब्दीली, अब एक लेग स्पिनर को लाया गया है और पहले ही गेंद पे अंदरूनी किनारा लेके यहाँ पे एक और बाउंड्री हासिल की है अब्दुल हादी ने। तो पिछले ओवर की आखिरी गेंद और इस ओवर की पहली गेंद पे दो बाउंड्री लगाने में कामयाब हुए हैं गीगी ग्लैडिएटर जूनियर्स के बैटर्स। काफी अच्छी शराकतदारी है दोनों के दरमियान। इस दफा फुल टॉस कराई है, लेग साइड पे खेलने में कामयाब हुए हैं, लेकिन काफी खुशकिस्मत है यहाँ पे बॉलर के लेग साइड पे फील्डर मौजूद थे डीप मिड विकेट पे। सिर्फ एक ही रन का यहाँ पे इजाफा हुआ गीगी ग्लैडिएटर्स के स्कोर में। रूमी रॉयल्स इन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा आगाज किया था, पहले ही ओवर में पहली विकेट चटकाई थी, कोशिश करेंगे कि इस पार्टनरशिप को तोड़ें। ऑफ स्टंप के काफी बाहर गेंद और अंपायर का इशारा वाइड, और इसी के साथ एक बाय का रन भी मुकम्मल किया, तो दो मजीद फाजिल रन यहाँ पे गीगी ग्लैडिएटर्स के स्कोर में इजाफा करेंगे, जो कि मजबूरी तौर पे अब 38 रन का हो चुका है सिर्फ एक विकेट के नुकसान पे। इस दफा स्वीप खेलना चाह रहे थे लेकिन विकेट कीपर बॉल को कलेक्ट नहीं कर सके। थर्ड मैन पे फील्डर है मौजूद और बाउंड्री से कुछ ही इंचेस पहले इन्होंने बॉल रोकने में भी कामयाब हुए, तो मजीद यहाँ पे एक रन का इजाफा होगा। काफी अच्छा एक्शन है यहाँ पे हाशिम का, काफी नबी तुली बॉलिंग भी कर रहे हैं, काफी फ्लाइट दे रहे हैं बॉल को और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जहां ज्यादा से ज्यादा टर्न हासिल करें, लेकिन क्योंकि बॉल अभी भी नया है इस दफा ऑफ स्टंप के काफी बाहर, अंपायर का इशारा देखना पड़ेगा, एक और यहाँ पे वाइड करार दी गई है। कोशिश करनी होगी कि विकेटों की लाइन में यहाँ पे बॉल करे ताकि बैट्समैन को मुश्किलात का सामना करना पड़े, क्योंकि दोनों ही बैटर अब्दुल हादी और जैद बड़ी हिट लगाने माने जाते हैं। जैद काफी नाखुश थे, उनको ऐसा लग रहा था कि अंपायर इसको वाइड करार दे देंगे, लेकिन बॉल पड़ने के बाद थोड़ा सा अंदर की तरफ आया। एक और अच्छी गेंद, जिस तरह की बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे यकीनन कोच जरूर मशवरा देंगे कि एक स्लिप पे भी फील्डर खड़ा कर ले। पढ़ने के बाद बिल्कुल बीट हुए यहाँ पे जैद, उनको पता नहीं था कि बॉल किस तरफ टर्न होगी और यहाँ पे फिर यहाँ पे वाइड करार देंगे, तो कभी दो तीन गेंद अच्छी करने के बाद एक ऑफ स्टंप के काफी बाहर बॉल गिरा रहे हैं। इस दफा हवा में खेले हैं, लॉन्ग ऑन पे फील्डर मौजूद और काफी अच्छी फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा। यकीनन 3 रन यहाँ पे बचाए हैं अपनी टीम के लिए रूमी रॉयल्स के फील्डर ने। एक बड़ी हिट लगाना चाह रहे थे लेकिन सही से कनेक्ट नहीं कर सके और उम्दा फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा किया यहाँ पे लॉन्ग ऑन के फील्डर की जानिब से। तो 5 ओवर का अख्ताम हुआ और गीगी ग्लैडिएटर्स का स्कोर अब 43 रन, एक विकेट के नुकसान पे। So it's 43 for 1. The last over of the batting power play is in progress. Anand has now been given the ball. Another right arm medium pacer coming over the wicket. And it was an attempted bouncer that went down the leg side. Will be given as a wide. In fact, it has not been given as a wide. So might have been some contact made with the batter. And it was nicely carried by the wicketkeeper as well. But an excellent start overall for Gigi Gladiators. Have just lost one wicket. They have managed to score 43 runs, scoring at over 8 runs an over. And that shows how much confidence they have as a side, because they have won the previous two games against MF Roomi Strikers and MTEX, who have already qualified for the final. So they'll be looking to win this one as well. Just checking the shot in the end. It has gone on the outside. That's going to run away for 4 as well. These are not big boundaries here at TMC Cricket Ground, but since he timed it very well indeed, had to check his shot in the end, but placed it perfectly between extra cover and mid-off. This is turning out to be a really dangerous partnership for Roomi Royals, because both these batters are getting boundaries at will. Since it's the last over of the batting power play, so we have seen that fielder standing there, third man and fine leg. So no fielder standing on either side of the wicket at the edge of the boundary ropes. So they still have 2 balls remaining of this fielding restrictions. Gigi Gladiators scoring at almost 9, have lost just 1 wicket. You can sense the pressure building on the bowling side. They need to break this partnership. Better delivery this time from Hanan, now targeting the stumps. And that's what these youngsters need to do a lot more as well. As more as they're going to target their stumps, they're going to have chances of picking up wickets. Tanveer, the coach of Roomi Royals, is regularly having a word with his fielders and the bowlers, guiding them all the way along. Once again, a good delivery. So it's going to be another dot ball to end the over with. 6 overs have now been completed. Gigi Gladiators are 47 for 1. So the batting power play is done. We are going to witness another bowling change. The leg spinner has now been removed and Hashir Jafrani has been given the ball. Once again, trying to play a little bit away from the body, Hadi. He has done the bulk of the scoring so far, batting on 20 right now, the right-handed batter. 5 fielders are now standing outside the inner ring since the fielding restrictions are over. He bowls a full toss. He has decided to go straight. And the ball might have landed beyond the boundary ropes. Yes, the arms are aloft from the on-field umpire. Another maximum coming from the bat of Abdul Hadi. Bowling a full toss to a set batter like Hadi, and he's not going to miss out. 50 also comes up for Gigi Gladiators Juniors. Yeah, 53 for 1. Once again, pitching the ball up. It was slightly wider outside the off stump. Hardy once again trying to go straight, but got beaten by the flight of that ball. This is where he needs to target a little more because both these batters are looking to play everything down the ground over the bowler's head. Just need to make them drive on the offside. Opening the face of the bat, the third man fielder is after it. The ball might not go and touch the boundary ropes. In fact, well, he managed to stop it in the second attempt, but 2 runs were taken by the right-hander. The coach is once again having a word with the bowler. We haven't seen that much turn so far on this track tonight, and that is the reason why both these batters have been able to get those runs very comfortably indeed. A dot ball to end the over with 7 done. It's 56 for 1. Nicely worked away on the leg side. The fielder at fine leg is after the ball, but the ball wins the race in the end. Another boundary coming from the bat of Abdul Hadi. Previously, he was looking to play everything down the ground. This time, the ball was pitched on leg stump, and he helped the ball on its way and found another boundary there on the leg side. So both these batters are batting beautifully out there for Gigi Gladiators Juniors, and Roomi Royals are still looking for that second wicket. If they can continue to bat the way they have done so far, they will easily go past 170 or 180, which is not going to be easy for Roomi Royals to chase down in the second innings. Remember, it's a 20 over per side game tonight. Good effort, chance for the run out, but the throw was not a good one. He was almost halfway down the track there, Abdul Hadi. Had he hit the dumb stumps directly, would have been a run out opportunity, but was not to be. Two balls still remaining in this over from Hanan. He has not been able to pick up a wicket as of yet. It's his second over of the innings. Pitching it up, hitting it in the air. Wider of the fielder at long off, but beautifully fielded. Will just get a run. Good anticipation being shown here by the fielder at long on. He knew the ball was going towards his right, so he ran in that direction and stopped the ball just before the boundary ropes. These are not big boundaries here tonight at TMC Cricket Ground, so we might see more and more boundaries and maximums being hit by the batters. Missing his run up, maybe. We'll have to reload all over again. Hanan. Umair Surate was very unlucky that he lost his wicket in that very first over, but apart from that, it has been all about Zaid and Abdul Hadi and how well they have constructed this partnership. Pitching it up and hitting it straight back to the bowler, so it's going to be a dot ball to end the over with. 8 overs have now been done. Gigi Juniors are 64 for 1. Down the wicket he comes, and this time it has been dropped by that fielder at extra cover. Well, they were looking to get a wicket. The opportunity was created by the off spinner. It was Abdul Hadi who was looking to come down the track, and it should have been taken there by the offside fielder. Instead, it ran away for 4. Slightly short at this time, carved away on the offside. That's going to run away for 4. On the previous delivery, it was pitched up. The opportunity was created. This time, Harshid dropping it slightly shorter, and Hadi rocking onto the back foot and finding that smallest of gap there on the offside. So he has been really impressive so far in this tournament. Hadi has now raced away to 35 of just 21 deliveries. He's out there since the opening of the innings, and he's still carrying along nicely for his side. Sensible batting done by the right-handed opener. 2 boundaries and now a single. Pitching it up, getting a thickish outside edge. The ball has been stopped by that fielder at short. A really good effort, saving some valuable runs behind the wicket keeper. Would have been a big wicket had that catch been taken of the very first ball. We were talking about Abdul Hadi, who has been looking really impressive tonight once again for Gigi Gladiators, altering his length, following the batter, ending up with a dot ball. 9 overs have now been done. In fact, one ball still remaining in this over, and will get a run towards deep mid wicket. So 9 overs have now been done, and Gigi Gladiators are now 75 for one. So Hashim has once again come on to bowl. This time the 10th over now of the innings. He bowled 1 over during the batting power play, but he went for 11 runs and was very unlucky. Pitching it up, hitting it towards the long off, will still get a run. Abdul Hadi. He's got a very impressive action. Hashim reminds of reminds us of that legendary leg spinner from Pakistan, Abdul Qadir. And he's got so many variations at such a young age. So he's got a very bright future ahead of him. It's 86 for 1. Shehbaz now continuing with his third over of the innings. They are still looking for the second wicket. Roomi Royal so far it has been an excellent batting performance by Gigi Gladiators Juniors. They won the toss. Unfortunately, lost a wicket in the very first over where Umair Saratia was dismissed after just scoring 4 runs. But apart from that, both these batters have put up a magnificent batting partnership for the second wicket. Flighting it up, couldn't get it past that fielder at back foot of point. It's going to be a dot ball. Abdul Hadi has batted really well so far tonight. He's batting on 44. And the fact that each side will get to bat 20 overs in tonight's game, so they have extra bit of time. They've got extra 12 deliveries to score more runs on the board. And not only we have seen boundaries and maximums being hit, but the running between the wickets have been really good as well by these two batters. 3 runs coming in that over. 11 overs have now been done. Gigi Gladiators are 87 for 1.
दानियल को हिलाओ भाई दानियल बंड मार दो तबीयत से
The leg spinner is trying his level best to pitch the ball up, lighting it up to purchase a wicket here on this track, but so far nothing is working in the favor of Roomi Royals. He has hit that over extra cover. Chance of the fielder, but the ball goes over his head and into the crowd. That's a really good hit from Abdul Hadi. Opening the face of the bat, hitting it over extra cover, and it could have been dangerous.
आदि रिटायर हो गया 52
He goes to his half century with that magnificent hit, and with that, he's going to get retired. But an excellent knock this from the right hander. Came out to open the battings, steadied the ship, scored a half century, and now he'll have to go. But a really good knock, nevertheless, from Abdul Hadi. He has got the start. He has provided the start that Gigi Gladiators were looking for. And now it all depends on how the middle order batters are going to continue from here on. He's getting a standing ovation from the dugout and the people who have come out to cheer these youngsters tonight in this second qualifier. Really good batting performance, a half century, that too in the qualifier. So Abdul Hadi has been retired and he has now been replaced by the left-hander Hanan. Gets a top edge. There is a fielder down there at fine leg. It's going to be a dot ball. They're scoring at almost 12 runs and over. Gigi Gladiators Juniors right now. They still have 8 overs remaining after this one, so we can expect a high scoring encounter between these two sides. Decides to come down the track, hits it in the air, and the ball's just landing in front of long off. So playing uppishly, but will get off the mark with a single, Hanan. Hashim has not been able to repeat that magic which he showed in the previous game where he was amongst the wickets. The leg spinner. Zed is now on strike, batting on 30. Might have been a wrong one. Wasn't picked up by the batter or the wicket keeper. They're going to get a bye. It has been difficult for the batter as well as for the wicket keeper to judge the direction in which the ball is going to be turning. Single to end the over with. 12 overs have now been completed. Gigi Gladiators Juniors are 98 for 1.
ये बच्चा है बहुत talented.
Time for another change in the bowling attack. Another leggy. Umar Admani has now been given the ball.
बहुत bad batting है इसकी. दो single. छक्का. छक्का किसने मारा? आशिम को जैद वैली ने मारा वो.
Dropping it slightly short. A pull away nicely by Zed. He's going to get another boundary there on the leg side. Wasn't a great deal of turn available for the leg spinner, but he still had to fetch that ball away from the off stump, which he did, and hit it all across the turf. So 100 also comes up for Gigi Gladiators. It's 102 for 1. We are still into the 13th over of the innings. Roomi Royals were really lucky that Abdul Hadi was retired out in the previous over. Otherwise, he was going all guns blazing as well. Just need to get another wicket. Just need to get this Zed out at this stage. There was an appeal for leg before but the ball was clearly bouncing over the top of the stumps. And he's a pretty tall batter as well, so he's using his height to good effect. Hitting it straight back over the bowler's head and just evading his hand. He jumped in the air and would have been a really good take if he would have held on to it, but the ball just hitting the fingertips and getting behind him. And now they have got an opportunity to build some pressure on the new batter in Hanan because he has just been out there at the crease, has just faced 2 deliveries. And he's a left-hander in, so Umar will be looking to turn the ball into his pads. Slightly shorter, hitting it straight back past the bowler towards long on, so he looks a pretty decent batter as well. They are in no trouble whatsoever, both these batters. On the other hand, it's Roomi Royals who have been on the receiving end so far. They lost the toss, and it has been a really good show being put by the batting side. Full toss. He has hit that straight. The ball just landing in front of the long on fielder. 7 runs coming in that over of leg spinner. 13 overs have now been done. Gigi Gladiators are 105 for 1. It's Ayan who has now been given the ball. Once again, Zed has decided to go big down the ground, but the ball just landing in front of the fielder. So the luck is favoring the right-hander so far. Even at times when he has not been able to middle the ball has not found the fielders. Still waiting for things to happen. Roomi Royals Jr. It has not been a good outing so far with the ball for the men in yellow, but they can still make a comeback. A wicket or two at this stage of the innings, and they can still curtail the flow of runs. Changing his angle, coming around the wicket now, the leg spinner. And the ball is going to turn further away down the leg side, will be given as a wide by the on field umpire.
चले मैं बंद करा दूँ मैं बंद करा दूँ ओ यार ये बड़ा मसला है
Dropping it slightly shorter, hitting it straight back past the bowler.
बिल्कुल मारते भी
It's
तो
138 for one. We have just witnessed two boundaries being hit by the left-hander Hanan, who once again comes down the track. This time couldn't get beat the field. Ball went straight to the fielder at short fine leg, but once again it's a really good over for Gigi Gladiators Juniors. Hashim couldn't pick up a wicket tonight. Went for 41 runs in this spell of 4. 17 are done. Batting side at 138 for one. 17 ओवर्स के अख्ताम पे 138 गीगी ग्लैडिएटर्स जूनियर्स का स्कोर। अब तक सिर्फ एक ही विकेट का नुकसान उठाया है। जैद 49 रन पे क्रीज पे मौजूद और उनका साथ दे रहे हैं लेफ्ट हैंडर हनान, जो कि अब तक 16 रन बना चुके हैं। यकीनी तौर पे यहाँ पे बड़ा स्कोर करने में कामयाब हो जाएगी गीगी ग्लैडिएटर्स, क्योंकि अभी भी 3 ओवर्स का खेल बाकी है। हन्नान, जिन्होंने अब तक अच्छी नबी तुली बॉलिंग का मुजाहरा किया है, सिर्फ 12 ही रन दिए हैं 2 ओवर्स में। अपने स्पेल का तीसरा ओवर्स कराने के लिए मौजूद। एक अच्छी गेंद जो कि मिडिल स्टंप पे एम की थी, इसको सिर्फ फॉरवर्ड डिफेंसिव स्ट्रोक खेला है यहाँ पे जैद ने, जो कि एक अच्छी पार्टनरशिप लगाने में कामयाब हुए थे अब्दुल हादी के साथ। अब्दुल हादी जिन्होंने अपनी नेक्स्ट सेंचुरी आज मुकम्मल की और उसके बाद वो रिटायर्ड आउट हुए। तो नाउ देयर इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर जैद, जो कि अपनी हाफ सेंचुरी पूरी करके एक यादगार इनिंग्स खेल सकते हैं सेकंड क्वालिफायर में मेमन जूनियर लीग सीजन 2। Roomi Royals, on the other hand, will be looking to make sure that they do not concede many runs in these last 3 overs. Opening the face of the bat, guiding it towards third man. There is a midfield by the fielder. That's going to run away for 4. And with that, 50 also comes up for Zed. He go past his half century, delicately playing it towards third man fielder, who missed touching the ropes in the end. So even Zed is going to get retired out, but not before he played a memorable knock of a half century, that too in this qualifier. So Roomi Royals have not been able to pick up a wicket after the first over. 2 batters getting retired out, both getting their half centuries tonight. First it was Abdul Hadi and now it was Zaid. And the score has now moved on to 142 for 1. Hasib has come out to bat. It's going to be a wide down the leg side. Wasn't gathered nicely by the wicket keeper, but they didn't go for that bye. It's not going to be easy for Roomi Royals in the run chase, because they are going to be chasing down a huge target tonight in order to qualify for the finals. Hanan also still searching for his first wicket. His 16 legal deliveries now remaining in the innings of Gigi Gladiators, who have once again put up a very good show with the bat. Playing it on the outside into the gap will get a run to get up the mark. Even in the previous 2 matches that they have won, Gigi Gladiators, they were batting first and they put up a decent total on the board. Both those games were of 18 over a side, but this time each side will get to bat for 20 overs, so we can expect more runs from Gigi Gladiators Juniors. Hanan, meanwhile, is now on strike. The left-hander has also batted really well. Got 2 boundaries in the previous over against the leg spinner. Still having a look at the leg side field. Tries to hit that in the air, chance to the fielder and taken. That's a really good catch by the fielder at mid-on. He was looking to clear that fielder at mid-on, just couldn't find the middle part of his bat, but an excellent catch taken nevertheless in front of his head. So second wicket has finally gone down for Gigi Gladiators. Hanan picks up his first. It's a left-hander who is walking back to the pavilion, and Gigi Gladiators are at 144 for 2. Another wide down the leg side, but this time he's very lucky that the fielder at fine leg was pretty fine, and they still got a run on the by, and 2 more runs are going to be added to the total. So 2 new batters now at the crease. It's Ali Adil who has just come out to bat, and Hasib who has just faced one delivery. Roomi Royals can still restrict the opposition on 160 if they can bowl well in these last 2 overs. Apart from a boundary, this has been a really good over from Hanan. Another wide down the leg side will get 2 more runs. The batting side. Hanan will be coming around the wicket, will be bowling to the left-hander Ali Adil. Slower in length. There was slightest of appeal there from the bowler because that ball came off the pads, but it was angling down the leg side, so a leg by added to the total. Might have been an off-cut attempted by the fast bowler. The ball just hitting the pads, but it was angling down the leg side, so good decision this from the on-field umpire. It's 149 now for 2. He has bowled 3 wides so far in this over, Hanan. Another better delivery. Just hitting it softly on the outside. Looking to run the first one hard. Won't be able to come back for the second. A single to end the over with. 18 overs have now been done. Gigi Gladiators are 150 for 2 with 2 overs still remaining in their innings. It's going to be another wide. We have seen few extra runs being given by the bowling side in these last few overs, and that's not going to help the cause of the bowling side because already Gigi Gladiators are in a very strong position with 151 runs on the board, and they have just lost 2 wickets. That shows they've got the license now to go big in these last 2 overs. That was very close to the off stump. Once again, the wicket keeper not being able to gather the ball. And as soon as the ball has gone past the wicket keeper, they have managed to score a run on a bye as well.
सरफराज की अपनी जगह टीम में नहीं है.
Slightly full outside the off stump. Once again, the wicket keeper not being able to gather the ball. They're going to collect another run. The umpires once again giving it as a wide. So it has been all about extras in this over from Ahmed. We have seen a wide, we have seen a run being taken on a bye, and now another wide outside the off stump. Just need to bowl at a decent line and length in these last 10 deliveries that are remaining in the innings of Gigi Gladiators. Ali Adil has come out to bat pretty late tonight. He has been in really good form with the bat as well. Young left-handed batter. He has got all the shots in the books.
दोनों मैचों में खा गया था. दोनों मैचों में अपनी जान से फील्डिंग से आ रहे हैं.
Trying that scoop, but the ball not making any contact with the bat. The improvisation not working this time from Ali Adil, but good line and good length by Ahmed. That's what he needs to do a lot more as well. Just keep it outside the off stump and let the batter do the mistakes. They will give the opportunities in these last two deliveries, last few overs. And this is where they need to pounce. It's a full toss. In fact, might be given as a waste high no ball. Or is it? No, it has been termed as a legal delivery by the on-field umpire.
ये अगर नसीम शाह को आप खराब नहीं करना. नसीम शाह बहुत अच्छा बॉलर है.
Will continue to come around the wicket for the last two deliveries. Ahmed
आउट करें.
slightly shorter, couldn't get the bat onto it. He's clearly disappointed. He was looking to place that on the offside, but the ball not bouncing as much as he was expecting. And another dot delivery this from Ahmed. So good comeback this from the fast bowler. After two wides, he has been able to bowl three dot deliveries consecutively. And that's going to be another one. Just get a feeling he's getting a little exhausted now, Ahmed. It's the 19th over of the inning. It's the first time these guys are playing in a 20-20 over format of the game, because the previous two matches during the league stages were of the 18 overs per innings.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया को जो है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हरा तो मजाक.
Outside edge, and the ball just went past that fielder. It was the wicketkeeper who was diving away towards his left, but the ball still went past him. So a single to win the over with 19 are done. Gigi Gladiators with an over remaining are 157 for 2. Umar Adwani, the leg spinner, will be bowling the last over of the innings. And Ali Adil tries to sweep that on the leg side, but we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Ball just hitting the pads. Another leg by added to the total, so they have slowed down a bit in these last few overs. Gigi Gladiators, they have not been able to get those boundaries in the last 2 or 3 overs, and that is significantly because of the fact that the batter got retired out, and the last few batters have not been able to get the middle part of the bat. It was Zaid and Abdul Hadi who did bulk of the scoring in this innings for Gigi Gladiator, but as soon as they were dismissed, got out retired, none of the batter could really get going. Hitting it hard, hitting it straight, but the ball is going to go straight to the fielder at long off. He'll just get a run. And this is where Roomi Royals will be learning, because this is a learning curve for these youngsters. They will also look to score valuable runs towards the start of the innings when they will come out to bat in the run chase. Hitting it on the offside will just get a run, Ali Adil. We haven't seen that many couple being taken by the batters, and that is largely because of the fact that these are not big boundaries at a TMC cricket ground here in this qualifier. But we have seen tons of boundaries and maximum being hit. Slightly shorter in length, put away on the leg side. They're running the first one hard, but won't be able to come back for the second. So far, so good from Umar. Just 4 runs conceded in the first 4 deliveries. Will be making sure that he finished the over well. Making some changes in the field to the left-hander. The fielder has been asked to come and stand inside the 30-yard circle at short third. Swept away nicely down the leg side. It's a misfield, and that's going to run away for 4. It wasn't needed by the fielding side. He swept it perfectly, Ali Adil, but it went straight to that fielder at short fine. And the ball just going between the legs and in the end touching the boundary rope. So they got the boundary they were looking for in the last over. And this looks a very competitive score now for Gigi Gladiators. 165 already with a ball remaining. Just nudging it on the leg side. There is a fielder out there at short mid wicket. There might be a chance of a run out. It is going to be a run out on the last ball. He wasn't interested in that single. He might have been a collision there between the two batters, because of which there was a run out opportunity created at the bowler's end, and the bowler collected the throw and took the bails off. So Gigi Gladiators could not score a run in the last delivery of the innings, and they're going to finish at 165 for 3 in their allotted 20 overs. A very good batting performance from Zaid and Abdul Hadi, both getting a half century tonight in this qualifier before they were retired. It was Ali Adil who scored some runs towards the end of the innings. And Gigi Gladiators are going to finish at 165. So it's a very competitive total that has been set by the men in blue. And they will be looking to restrict the opposition in the second innings. To open the batting, Umair was dismissed in the very first over after getting a boundary, and then there was this big partnership between Hadi and Zaid, both getting a half century tonight before they were retired out. Ali Adil scored 7 before he was run out in the last ball of the innings. Hanan and Ahmed were the only bowlers who could pick up a wicket tonight. 7 bowlers were used, all being very costly. The target for Roomi Royal is going to be 166 when they will come out to bat in this run chase. Welcome back to this run chase in this second qualifier of this Roomi Group presents Memon Junior League Season 2. We saw Gigi Gladiators batting first, scored 165 in order 20 overs. And the target for Roomi Royals is going to be 166, as we just saw a wide going down the leg side and going towards the boundary rope. So 5 wides given by the on-field umpire. 6 extra runs have been given already by the fast bowler. Umar Admani and Hayan Roomi have come out to open the batting for Roomi Royals. And we are in for an exciting encounter because this is a qualifier number 2. The winner goes to the final where they're going to be facing MTEX. Worked away straight towards the fielder at square leg. As he's just starting the proceedings for Gigi Gladiators Juniors. Right arm fast bowler coming over the wicket. No runs have been scored from the bat as of yet. 6 extra runs have been given. And they need a good start, Roomi Royals, tonight if they want to win this one. The target is not a small one. It's 166, so they'll have to score at almost 8 runs and over from the word go. Playing it slightly in the air, the ball goes straight to the fielder at extra cover on the offside. The first 6 overs are of the batting power play, so they'll be looking to score as many runs as possible, Roomi Royals. And for that, it's going to be important that they do not lose wickets early on. The Gladiators batted really well, especially Zaid and Abdul Hadi, both scoring a half century in the first innings. He's got decent pace, Hasib. He gets some extra bounce as well because of his height. Slightly pitched up play towards mid-on. Once again, couldn't get a run. So all the fielders inside the inner ring have been really alert. They are not allowing Umar Admani to get a single and get down to the other end. And that is how, as a bowler, you can create the pressure on the new batter. He must be getting restless now. He'll be looking to get a boundary. Umar Admani. Flicked away nicely. It's into the gap. That's going to run away for 4. An excellent stroke. This from the right hand. A perfect way to get up the mark with. It was angling down the leg side. It was nicely flicked away. There was a fielder at square leg as well. But he found the gap perfectly and opened his account with a 4. It was turning out to be a very good over from Hasib until that last ball, which was worked away nicely on the leg side by Umar. And Roomi Royals will be expecting him to score big runs tonight, just like the way Abdul Hadi and Zaid did for Gigi Gladiators in the first innings. Once again down the leg side, so he's getting that movement in the air. The ball is curling into the right hander, but the line and length has not been up to the mark by Hasib. 7 runs have been given already in the form of extras by the fast bowler. Worked away nicely, but just couldn't find the gap. Slight fumble there from the fielder at mid-on, but it's not going to cost them a run. A dot ball to end the over with. First over has been completed. Roomi Royals chasing 166 are 11 without a wicket. It's going to be the leg spinner Hamza Salman to share the new ball alongside Hasib, a big turner of the ball. So they are going with the leg spinner early on in the innings during the batting power play. Slightly uppish. It's not going to be easy to hit boundaries against the leg spinner, especially when the ball is turning away from the right handers. And it's important that Hayan just take a single and gets the strike back to Umar. Down the leg side, it's going to be a wide. So 4 wides have already been given by the bowling side, and these are easy runs that are coming for the batting side. We saw so many extras being given by Roomi Royals as well when they were bowling in the first innings. Played nicely on the leg side. It's into the gap. Footwork being shown here by the fielder at deep mid wicket. They will get a run. He's going to get up the mark with a single, Hayan. And the strike now comes back to Umar, who will have looked really stylish so far in this short innings, the right-handed opener. And that's the turn we were talking about. He's a big spinner of the ball, Hamza Salman. Down the wicket he comes, turns it into a full toss, hits it comfortably towards mid-off and scampers through for a single. So he's middling almost everything from the bat so far, Umar. It missed everything. It was a straighter one that wasn't gathered by the wicketkeeper, and that was very close to the leg stump. So he's mixing his line and length nicely so far in this first over, Hamza. And he almost got a reward for himself as well. Hayan should consider himself very lucky that the ball did not hit the stumps. Again, turning the ball on the leg side will still get a run. So very good over comes to an end from Hamza Salman. Just 4 runs off it. 2 overs have now been completed. Roomi Royals are 15 without a wicket. Better delivery on that occasion by Hassi. The ball once again coming in and almost hitting the boot first, but it was given as runs by leg byes by the on-field umpire. Once again working away on the leg side, but now the fielder at square leg has been moved a little finer, so they have covered that gap. Gigi Gladiators. They need to get boundaries as many as possible in these first 6 overs. Roomi Royals, if they want to get closer to the target of 166, it's not going to be easy. It's up in the air, chance for the bowler himself, and he has taken it. Hayan was clearly struggling once again, was looking to play across the line on the leg side. Wasn't in control whatsoever. The ball goes up in the air and the bowler takes a really good catch on his follow through. So Hasib has drawn the first blood for Gigi Gladiators. They have picked up the first wicket of Roomi Royals. It's going to be Hayan walking back to the dugout, and the batting side are 17 for 1. So Hayan has come out to bat at number 3 after the departure of Hanan. Hasib picking up the first wicket for Gigi Gladiators Juniors. Pitched up. It was swinging down the leg side. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal once again. Leg buys signaled by the on-field umpire Junaid Afzal. So there was no contact with the bat whatsoever. But his line and length has been really decent so far in this over. Hasib, he was all over the place in that opening over, but he gave away a few extra runs down the leg side. But now he's looking to target the stumps, and so far he's getting the results as well. Worked away towards mid wicket. They got a quick single on that occasion. So 3 overs have now been completed. A successful over comes to an end from Hasib. It's 19 for 1. Tries to play it on the outside. He has found the gap, and that's going to run away for 4. Excellent timing and placement by Umar. He got on top of the bounce, waited for the ball to come closer to the bat, and placed it perfectly between short third and the fielder at backward of point. So a really good way to start the over with a boundary of the very first ball. That's going to create pressure on the leg spinner. It's important that Umar stays for as long as possible for Roomi Royals if they want to chase down this target of 166. It was a risky stroke in the end because he was looking to cover the stumps. It's not an easy option to play across the line, especially against the leg spinner who is turning the ball away from the right-hander. Once again was looking to hit that on the onside. This time the ball was very close to the leg stump. Although it has been given as a wide by the on-field umpire, but few inches towards the left, and the ball would have disturbed the leg stump. Slightly short and wide outside the off stump, and couldn't beat the infield. Went straight to the fielder at mid. Also, he's taking a little bit more time now, Umar. Although he's finding the middle of the bat, but he needs to score runs at a rapid pace. It's not an easy job to do as a spinner to bowl during the first 6 overs of the batting power play, but he has shown immense control of his line and length so far, Hamza Salman. It's his second over and he has just gone for 10 runs, has just conceded one boundary so far. Low full toss, tries to hit it straight. There is protection out there in the deep. The ball is going to go straight to the fielder at long on. Ayan Roomi is going to get off the mark with that single. 4 overs have now been completed. So far, so good for Gigi Gladiators because Roomi Royals have just scored 26 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Hasib once again steaming in to bowl his third over. Once again, the ball swinging down the leg side. Leg by signal by the on-field umpire, so he's targeting the pads. He's got decent pace. He is charging in. He has already picked up a wicket in this innings. Outside edge, and the ball just goes past the wicket keeper. That's going to run away for 4. A fortunate boundary. This for Roomi Royals. It was pitched up. He was looking to drive at it. The wicket keeper just couldn't get his glove onto it, and the third man was inside. So they got the boundary they were looking for, not from the middle of the bat, but they'll take it nevertheless. Might see some changes in the field. Might see the fielder at third man now going to the boundary ropes. Attempted bounce pulled away nicely, but there is a fielder at square leg. That shot clearly deserved more runs because he got on top of the bounce and managed to keep it down. Umar Admani. He's a very stylish player. He has looked really good so far in this short innings. 17 runs to the right-handed opener so far. Whereas on the other hand, the batters have not been able to find the middle of the bat. We saw Hanan struggling before he lost his wicket, and even Ayan Rumi has now faced 4 deliveries and has just scored 1 run. Oh, knocked him over. That's a beautiful delivery once again. It pitched outside the off stump. It jacked back in after pitching. He was on the back foot, Ayan Rumi. He was clearly struggling. And that is how Hasib has now picked up his second. Another batter goes back to the pavilion on a low score. Ayan could just score 1 run tonight. Rumi Royals have now lost their second. They are 32 for 2. अभी खेलता है ना चिनियोटियों Mohib Imran is the new batter in at number 4. And Hasib is continuously bowling at decent line and length. Another successful over comes to an end from the fast bowler. A wicket in it and just 6 runs off it. 5 overs have now been done. Roomi Royals are still at 32 for 2. There's still no changes in the bowling attack. Hamza Salman, the leg spinner, will continue to bowl the last over of this batting power play. It has been a decent start by Gigi Gladiators. They have just given away 32 runs, have picked up 2 wickets. Umar Admani, on the other hand, is fighting it really hard for his side. Once again, opening the over with a boundary. He did that in the previous over as well against the leg spinner. Once again, waiting for the ball to come closer to the bat and placing it on the offside. So Umar Admani holds the key now for Roomi Royals. He has batted superbly so far. Just need to convert this start into a big score. 21 runs out of the 36 have come from the bat of Umar Admani. That shows how much control he is in. It's a wrong gun. That's a really good delivery, and it beats the batter and the wicketkeeper. And that's going to run away for 4. 4 byes are going to be signaled by the on-field umpire. That was a really good delivery. Once again, Umar Admani was expecting the ball to turn away. Instead, it came back in after pitching, and he even foxed the wicketkeeper. He's got decent control over line and length. Worked away nicely towards the leg side. Will still get a run. Umar Admani. Coming down the wicket. He has hit that in the air. Has that gone all the way for 6? Yes, it has. Just a second delivery. He was facing Mohib. Coming down the track, taking it from way outside the off stump and depositing it over mid wicket. So the first maximum of the innings have come from the bat of Mohib Imran. Making full use of this last over of the batting power play. It was not an easy shot to execute because he was playing against the turn. But how well has he timed it and placed it? Hamza Salman has proven to be a touch expensive in this over from himself. 15 runs have come in this over, whereas he gave away just 7 in the first 2. Once again, placing it on the offside and scampering through for a sharp single. Really good running between the wickets. 16 runs coming in this last over of the batting power play. 6 overs have now been done. Roomi Royals are 48 for 2. Time for the first change in the bowling attack. The left arm Chinaman Azan Adnan has now been given the ball and he has started with another wide outside the off stump. And that's going to be another one. So the runs are now coming thick and fast for Roomi Royals. Majority of the runs have come because of the extras that have been bowled by the Gigi Gladiators bowlers, and with another wide 50 has also been raised by Roomi Royals. They now need 116 more runs to win. They've got 84 deliveries and 8 wickets in hand. Trying to sweep that, big appeal there from the bowler, but the on-field umpire just nodding his head. They've got a really good spin attack. Gigi Gladiator, they've got the likes of Hamza Salman who bowled really well in the batting power play. Was a touch expensive in that last over of his. And now they've got Azan Adnan, the left arm Chinaman, who can also turn the ball in both directions. There's going to be a trial by spin for Roomi Royal batters. Tell you what, that's going to be the third wide in the over. And this time it was not even gathered by the wicket keeper. So they're going to get another one. In fact, they're going to come back for the second one on the overthrow. So 3 more added to the total. Sloppy piece of fielding by Gigi Gladiators. They are giving these precious runs away very easily to the batting side. Low full toss, tries to hit it big. And there has been holed out. Playing a big shot too many. He got a 6 in the previous over. This time it was a low full toss. Could have easily struck it anywhere. Instead, he has managed to hit it straight down to the throat of that fielder at long gone, who takes an excellent catch. It's not an easy thing to sight the ball coming from the big black sky, but how well and how comfortably he took that. Mohib Imran walking back after scoring 7, and Roomi Royals have now lost their third. They are 53 for 3. So after bowling 3 wides in this opening over, he has managed to pick up a wicket. Azan Hashid Jafrani is the new batter in. Better line and better length. Good feeling effort. And he was very lucky that there was a fielder out there backing up, otherwise that would have touched the boundary ropes as well. And the role for Umar Advani now gets even bigger, as he is losing his partners at the other end, whereas he has been able to middle almost every delivery so far. Low full toss, nicely played on the offside, just couldn't be the infield. He has batted really well so far. Umar Advani has almost middle every delivery, but still his striking is on the lower side. That is because he has not been able to find the gaps. Short on in length, once again not timing it well enough, will just get a run towards deep mid wicket. Azan Adnan now riding high in confidence, especially after picking up a wicket of the right-hander Mohib Imran. Might be given as another wide. It is. That's the fourth of the over. A really good delivery to end the over with a dot ball. 8 runs and a wicket in that over of the left arm spinner. 7 done. Roomi Royals are 56 for 3. Another change in the bowling attack. The leg spinner Ali Adil has been introduced once again. Nicely placed by Umar Admani, but still couldn't get a boundary. So the spinners have now started to apply pressure on these Roomi Royals batters. Hashir Jafrani is relatively newer at the crease, has just faced 2 deliveries. They need a big partnership at this stage of the innings, Roomi Royals. Lighting it up, hitting it on the offside, and just the ball just landing in front of the fielder at extra cover, who dived towards his right and almost stopped a certain boundary. Coming down the wicket, turning it into a low full toss, but well, that has been the story of this innings so far from Umar Advani. So many times he has found the middle of the bat, but the ball has gone straight to the fielder. We haven't seen a big shot attempted so far from the right-handed opener, but he also realizes that he needs to stay out there for as long as possible. Ali Adil once again flighting the ball up. He's bowling at decent channels so far. Not turning the ball a great deal, but making sure that he bowls as straight as possible. Low full toss. Has that been taken? There is a big appeal from the bowler and the wicket keeper, but the umpire just suggesting that the ball hitting the body or the pads was going down the leg side. The ball might have hit the pads or might have hit the gloves, but an excellent take nevertheless from the wicket keeper. It's going to stay as a dot ball.
लास्ट बॉल है ना, बोलो लास्ट बॉल
One
है
ball still remaining in this over from Ali Adil. 3 dot deliveries on the trot from the leg spinner, almost picked up a wicket.
ये तो मिला ये तो इशारा करा बट
Working it away towards square leg, will get a run and retain the strike at the start of next over. Umar Advani. 8 overs have now been done. Just 3 runs coming off it. It's 59 for going to be Azan Ahmed to continue with his second. Umar Admani once again placed it towards the leg side for yet another single. The boundaries have now dried up for Roomi Royals in the last few overs. They are just scoring at over 7.5 runs an over, whereas the required run rate is now touching almost 9. Just going with the angle, laying away from his body, not using his feet much, Hashir. Driven on the outside, the ball goes straight to the fielder at extra cover. They are just dealing in singles right now, Roomi Royals, whereas they need boundaries from both ends because 106 runs still needed. Low full toss worked away towards the leg side region. It's into the gap, but there is a fielder at deep mid wicket who's going to get down to the ball. So far, so good from Azan. Bowled few wide deliveries in that first over, but so far he has been on point. Has just given away 3 singles. And a ball still remaining in this over from Azan. His 3 singles from the left arm spinner so far. Will be looking to bowl another taut one, or if he can get a wicket, that's going to be a goal dust. And he bowls a wide outside the off stump. So he's not getting that much turn on this track tonight, Azan. And he has bowled a few wide deliveries as well so far in his short spell. Just placing it wider of the bowler. He's going to have a shy at the stumps, but there was a fielder backing it up. 5 runs in that over, 9 done, 64 for 3. It's going to be Ali Adil to continue, and he gets an inside edge, Hashter. The ball is running down. There is a fielder at short third who's going to stop the ball. And once again, that ball was very close to the off stump. A casual approach from Hashter, and he almost lost his wicket. Down the leg side, and he has bowled him round his legs. Umar Admani cannot believe it. He was expecting the ball to go down the leg side. Instead, the ball turned a bit and hitting the top of the leg stump. A very funny dismissal in the end from Umar. But nevertheless, it's another wicket that has gone down for Roomi Royals, and Ali Adil has picked up a big fish. It's Umar Advani, who was looking so settled out there, will be walking back after scoring 27. And Roomi Royals, with that dismissals, are now at 65 for 4. So Ali Adil has just picked up his worst wicket. Umar Admani has been dismissed. Another right-hander walks in at number 6. And he almost picked up another one. He's giving all the flight with his leg spinners, and so far he has been able to trouble all the batters for Roomi Royals. Flighting it up once again, hitting it towards the fielder at long off. Will get off the mark with a single towards long off. Arman. The spinners of Gigi Gladiators are having a firm grip on this game now. They have picked up 4 wickets and the required run rate is now creeping up for Roomi Royals. Nicely bowled once again. It's going to be another dot ball. An excellent over this from Ali Adil. Just 2 runs and a wicket. 10 overs have now been done. Roomi Royals are 66 for 4. It's 66 for 4. Roomi Royals still needing 100 more runs to win. Both these bowlers are bowling really well. Azan has picked up a wicket, so has Ali Adil. And the required run rate has now gone above 10 and over for the batting side. Worked away on the leg side, but there is a fielder out there in the deep. Will just get a run. They have covered their angles really well. The fielding side, they know the spinner is going to be turning the ball into the pads of the right hander, so they have placed 2 fielders on the leg side, deep mid wicket and deep square leg. They have just hit one maximum in this innings so far, Roomi Royals. Decides to drive it big, nicely kept by the wicket keeper. He's having an excellent day so far. Zaid Bailey scored a half century and now has been pretty sharp and alert behind the stumps. Solidly driven, but will just get a run towards extra cover. Singles are definitely not going to hurt the bowling side at this stage because they are right on top of the opposition in this game so far. The wickets are coming in regular intervals. Trying to shuffle across the crease and just hitting it straight to the fielder at extra cover. Will just get a run. Farman presenting the full face of the bat will be a dot ball to end the over. Once again, just 3 runs coming in this over from the left arm spinner. 11 done, and they are 69 for 4. It's going to be Ali Adil to continue with his third over on the trot. Has picked up a wicket so far and once again flighting the ball up. The batters are trying their level best to get closer to the pitch of the ball, but so far they have not been able to time the ball well enough against the leg spinner. Ali Adil, who is not that tall, but he's not afraid to pitch the ball up, and so far it has worked in his favor. Decides to use his feet, but will just get a single towards the long on region. The boundaries have been difficult to come by. That's why the innings was so crucial of Abdul Hadi and Zaid when they were batting the first innings for Gigi Gladiators, and they were given some freebies as well by the bowling side. But has not been the case for Roomi Royals. Shuffling across the crease, placing it wider of the fielder at long on. They can easily come back for the second one, but decided not to. They need to make sure that if they cannot get boundaries, at least they need to create that pressure on the fielders by converting those singles into twos. But even that has not worked in the favor of the batting side. So tries to hit it straight, but not timed it well enough. Even a fumble from the fielder at long on will not cost them more than a single. Pitching it up, hitting it up in the air, but once again the long on fielder comes into play. He's showing excellent control over the line and length, Ali Adil, in his short spell. Low full toss was looking to drive it on the offside, getting a ticket inside half of the bat. Will get a single towards deep mid wicket. 5 singles coming in that over of Ali Adil. 12 overs have now been done. Roomi Royals are struggling a bit. They are at 74 for 4. Still need 92 more runs to win. Time for a change in the bowling attack. It's Mikhail who has been introduced, and he has been greeted with a boundary of the very first ball. Starts off with a short delivery. He waited on the back foot and placed it right between the fielders at long on and long off. So they need more boundaries now, Roomi Royals, because the required run rate is now touching almost 12 runs and over for the batting side. And not much batting to come either, because they have lost 4 wickets already. It's going to be a wide. The wicketkeeper did not get any part of glove behind that, so they could have gone for an extra bye run as well, which they didn't. They are getting at that stage of the innings where they need to run for almost everything, Roomi Royals. "86 now needed." We saw Farman getting a boundary earlier in this over of the very first delivery. Now it's Harsher who tries to clear the leg side field, but it has been taken. A really good catch by Hasib. And Mikhail has also picked up a wicket in his very first over. It was on the leg stump. He struck it well enough, but just couldn't get enough elevation. A very well judged catch taken towards his right, and another wicket goes down for Roomi Royals. It's Harsher who is going to be walking back to the dugout. It's 80 for 5.
ये चेंज हो गई तस्वीर, पहले कोई और था।
हाँ तो चेंज होती रहती है ना।
ये क्या तुमने हिजरी भी खोला हुआ है?
नहीं भाई,
जमातुल लिखा हुआ आ रहा है।
वो आ रही है ना, डेट आ रही है ना।
ओ जमातुल अव्वल 2। हाँ जमातुल अव्वल 2 और हिजरी। ये कहाँ से खोला तुमने?
पता नहीं यार भाई, ने खोल के दिया था। बंदी है।
ये कैसे चेंज हुई खुद ब खुद?
अरे भाई गैलरी पे वॉलपेपर लगाए हुए ना, तुम खुद ब खुद चेंज होते रहते
ये पहले वाला कौन था?
हैं। दोनों एक ही थे।
पहला वाला ये सेम है, अलग अलग नहीं बच्चे, दोनों चीज अलग अलग लग रहे हैं। क्योंकि दो ही बच्चे की शक्ल में सेम है,
वो
वो एक साथ
वो
होगा दोनों
पुरानी
सेम।
थी, वो पुराना पैरानी थी, ये वो
दोनों
है।
बच्चों की शक्लें मिलती हैं
हाँ।
सेम। अरे हाँ। एक सेकंड लाओ। यार भूलिया ना मैं यार। मैं मुझे तो पिला दी भाई। मुझे तो पहले पिला दी। तो खाना में लिया हुआ है ना भाई। मैं उस दिन आए थे, उन्होंने लाइट निकाले तो उन्होंने सामान मेरा। नहीं नहीं पक्की बात है। नहीं ना लाइटर दे भाई। जब
It's 80 for 5. Shehbaz Naveed, the new batter in. Mikhail has just picked up his first wicket as well, and things are now getting a little more difficult for Roomi Royals. Tries to swing hard at it. There is a chance of a run out, but he decided not to throw.
मैं भी दूं तेरी ना तेरी फाइन पिएगा पीना।
So far, a good comeback this from Mikhail after being stuck for a boundary at the very first ball. And he picks up another one. It's Farman now who has fallen in the trap. And look at the celebration there from the youngster.
वेला मैं निकाल के दे दूंगा।
Once again, a wicket has gone down. In fact, it's the second wicket that Mikhail has picked up in this over. And it's proving to be a lot more difficult now for Roomi Royals because now they have lost their sixth. It's Farman who has been dismissed after scoring 11. It's 81 for 6. And he picks up another one. It's his third of the over. A golden duck for Ahmed. And Mikhail has changed the game on his head. There was 75 for 4 before the start of this over, and all of a sudden, Mikhail has picked up 3 wickets. That means Roomi Royals have now lost their 7th. They are 81 for 7. It's 81 for 7, and the match has turned on its head in that last over from Mikhail, where he picked up 3 wickets, and even Hamza Salman almost picked up another one. He has been brought back into the attack, replacing Ali Adil. It's just a matter of time before Gigi Gladiators picked up the remaining 3 wickets and storm into the final of this Memon Junior League. Slightly uppish. The fielder at backward of point overran the ball. That ball might go and touch the boundary ropes. Yes, it does. So fortunate boundary for Shehbaz, not coming from the middle of the bat, but they'll take it. Gigi Gladiators juniors have proven to be too hot to handle for Roomi Royals tonight. First with the bat and now with the ball in their hands. They batted beautifully, scored 165 in their allotted 20 overs, did not lose many wickets either. And in reply, Roomi Royals are all over the place. They are 85 for 7. Still need 81 more runs to win. Flighted it up, hitting it over mid wicket. But there is protection out there in the deep. The ball goes straight towards Hasib. Just opening the face of the bat will be another dot ball. This has been an exhibition of spin bowling tonight by Gigi Gladiators juniors. All the spinners chipping in. Hamza Salman, although he hasn't picked up a wicket, but he has bowled a decent line and length. Ali Adil has picked up wickets, so did Azan Adnan, and we saw Mikhail picking up 3 wickets in that solitary over that he bowled previously. And the fielding has been on point as well by Gigi Gladiators. They have been positioned perfectly by their coach. Flighting it up. That was very close to the outside edge, but really good ball to win the over with just 5 runs coming in that last over of Hamza, who gave away 28 runs in a spell of 4. 14 overs have now been done. Roomi Royals are 86 for 7. So he's on a hat trick, Mikhail. Picked up 2 wickets in the last 2 balls of the over. Just bowled it wider outside the off stump, but that was a really crucial over in the context of the game where he picked up 3 wickets and completely demolished the middle order of Roomi Royals. Slightly fuller in length, driven nicely. Another missed field, but excellently fielded by the fielder at deep extra cover. Will just get a run. Boundaries have clearly dried up for Roomi Royals. And that dismissal of Umar Rahmani has clearly changed the things on his head. He was batting really well until he was bowled round his. Looks like they're going to suffer a defeat tonight. That means Gigi Gladiators will be qualifying for the final of this Memon Junior League Season 2. It's going to be a wide. That's not going to hurt them a lot. Another low full toss. Hitting it away towards the long off region. It's Ali Adil down there at long off. Will still get a run. 2 more deliveries remaining in this over. He hasn't picked up a wicket so far, Mikhail, in this one. But he's picked up 3 in that opening over of his. He's going to be stumped. Big appeal this from the wicketkeeper, and the finger has been raised. And once again, is that man with the golden arm. Mikhail has now picked up his fourth. Shehbaz was walking into the stroke, and he was clearly outside the crease by the time the wicketkeeper took the bails off. What a spell this has been from Mikhail here. Roomi Royals have now lost their 8. They are 89 for 8. Samir has come out to bat at number 10 with Mikhail has just picked up his fourth. Once again, placing the ball on the offside. Couldn't be the infield. Will be another dot ball. An excellent over once again comes to an end. Just 3 runs and a wicket. 15 done, and the score remains on 89 for 8. Time for another change in the bowling attack. It's Hanan who has been given the ball. Another leg spinner. We saw Hamza Salman bowling out in this previous over where he couldn't pick up a wicket but went for just 28 runs in his spell. Roomi Royals, on the other hand, are on the verge of suffering a defeat. It's going to be given as a wide by the on-field umpire. That was way down the leg side. He's got a pretty unusual action, Hanan. And the spinners have been really impressive from both the sides, from Roomi Royals as well as from Gigi Gladiators. Not getting a single. The fielders have been really sharp and alert inside the inner ring on the offside. They have blocked so many singles tonight of Roomi Royals. Flighting it up, it's up in the air, but it's going to land safely in front of Hasiba. Deep at wicket will still get a run. Slightly shorter, but will still get a dot ball. So an excellent start this from Hanan. Flighting it up, and look at the amount of bounce there for the leg spinner. It missed everything, even the wicket keeper. Did he get some edge onto it? No signal from the on-field umpire, so there was definitely some contact with the bat. 3 runs coming in that opening over of Hanan. 16 done. It's 92 for 8. Mikhail has picked up his fourth wicket. Can he pick up a fifer? Well, he's got all the time in the world because he's still just under 2 overs remaining in his spell. Lighting it up will not get a run. So Hashim is the last man in, the left-hander coming into bat at number 11. Mikhail will be changing his angle, will be coming around the wicket. Has just completed his 5-wicket haul, that too in just 2.5 overs. That is scintillating effort. Starts off with a shortish delivery, which has been pulled away towards deep mid wicket. Slide fumble will get a boundary. That's not going to hurt the bowling side at all. Good way to start the innings. It was a short delivery which pulled away towards the leg side of misfield from the fielder at deep mid wicket, and he got a boundary. They were 75 for 3 at one stage, Roomi Royals, and within a matter of few overs, they are now at 97 for 9. So they have lost 6 wickets for the span of 22 runs. Full toss hit away on the leg side. Another fumble there from the fielder at short mid wicket will just get a run. And the reason why he has been able to pick up so many wickets is the fact that he has tried to bowl as straight as possible. Another low full toss hit away towards mid wicket will just get a run. Another successful over comes to an end from Mikhail. 7 runs and a wicket off it. 17 done. It's 99 for 9. Change in the bowling attack. The leg spinner, Ali Adil, will be bowling the 18th over of the innings, and Ali gets an inside edge. 100 comes out for Roomi Royals, but not before they have lost 9 wickets. They still need 66 more runs to win. It's going to be an impossible task for the batting side because they now still just have 17 balls remaining. Just flighting the ball a little more and placing it a little wide outside the off. Some will be given as a wide by the on-field umpire. He hoiks that, and that has been put down. That will run away for 4 as well. Their opportunity was there to pick up the last wicket. Hashim was once again looking to clear the field on the leg side. It should have been taken by the fielder at deep mid wicket, but he put it down, and as a result, the ball also went and touched the boundary ropes. Could have picked up his second wicket, but not to be. Won't change the angle, will continue to come around the wicket, the leg spinner. Now he's going to come over the wicket. Hashim has already struck 2 boundaries in a small innings so far. Will be another wide outside the off stump. Just get the feeling it's going to be Mikhail to pick up the last wicket of the innings. He will definitely to come on to bowl the next over of the innings. It's short. He has hit that in the air. Chance to the fielder at long on, but the ball once again bounced in front of him. using his feet. Once again, trying to hit that ball on the leg side, not finding the gap. Will get a run. Has been the story of the innings so far from Roomi Royals. They have tried their level, but they have not been able to find the gaps. Just saw one big hit in this entire innings from Roomi Royals. And that is the reason of their downfall as well. Another swing and a miss. It's going to be another dot ball. 18 done. It's 108 for 9. And Nan has come on to bowl the 18th over of the innings. Ali still trying hard to get few boundaries on the leg side, but he has not been able to find the gaps. Will get a run down the leg side. Just one wicket now remaining. Just one wicket stands between Gigi Gladiators and the final of Memon Junior League Season 2. Pitches it up, gets an inside edge. Might be a chance of a run out at the bowler's end, but the bowler was standing way in front of the stumps, and the throw was not a good one either. They started off brilliantly, Gigi Gladiators, with Hasi picking up 2 wickets, and then we saw Mikhail turning the game on its head, picking up a 5 for tonight. Some really good performances from Gigi Gladiators tonight. We saw 2 batters getting a half century, Abdul Hadi and Zaid, and Mikhail picking up 5 wickets in this run chase. Slightly shorter, he has been put away on the leg side, and this time it has been taken. And this is how Gigi Gladiators storm into the final of Memon Junior League Season 2. This has been a complete performance from the men in blue. They batted superbly in the first inning, scored 165, and in the run chase, Roomi Royals were not up to the mark. Hanan also picks up a wicket, and you can see the celebration from the boys in blue. They know how important a victory this is. It was the all-important qualifier. They have managed to win it, and they have qualified for the final against MTEX, which is going to be played later this week. So the celebrations have begun in the dugout and in the family of Gigi Gladiators. If you look at the batting scorecard, if it was Umar who was the top scorer with 27 runs to his name, and apart from him, no other batter could really get it going for Roomi Royals. And if you look at the bowling performance, Hasib was brilliant with the new ball, picked up 2 wickets. And then it was all about Mikhail and his show, picked up 5 wickets and changed the complex of the game. There you see 5 wickets for just 17 runs, a wicket apiece to Azan Ali and Abdul Hanan, and Hasib picking up 2 wickets with the new ball. So an excellent performance overall by the Gigi Gladiators boys. They have qualified now for the final of Memon Junior League Season 2, where they're going to be facing MTEX.